Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to be drawing a gecko. So I'm working from home today, and I only have the one camera, so it's going to be facing down towards the paper. But good morning, Corey. Today we're gonna draw a gecko, Corey. So if everyone can get a piece of paper and a marker or a color pencil, that'd be awesome, because we're drawing a gecko today. So let's go ahead and start drawing the gecko. The first thing we're going to put down is going to be we're going to write the word gecko. And we're going to write the word gecko all in lowercase, and then we're going to go ahead and draw it. But I'm just waiting a second to see if everyone can get a piece of paper or good morning, Kayla. We're drawing a gecko today, Kayla. Okay, so let's go ahead and start drawing the gecko. So the first thing we have to do is write the word gecko. So all the words are in lowercase, and let's go ahead and do that right now. Just waiting for my camera to focus up. There we go. So the first thing we're going to do is write the word gecko. So it's all going to be lowercase. Lowercase g, e, c, k, and o. Gecko. And a gecko is like a little lizard. So that's where we're gonna draw today, a small lizard. And it's going to be a little difficult, just like yesterday when we drew the cheetah. So it's going to take a lot of imagination, and we're going to have to pay pretty close attention because there's a lot of drawing involved. So once everyone has written the word gecko down, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the letter G, add a little line through it, add a little line through the G, and then we're going to put two little dots inside the G and the E. So draw a little line on the G and then two little dots on the G and the E. And then the next thing we're going to do after we do this is good morning, Nisa, is we're going to go from the letter G, go up and make a little triangle and come back down to the letter E, then draw two little dots on top of the little under the little triangle we just did. After we do that, we're going to continue down from the G and the E. So after we do the two little eyes, the two little dots, and the little triangle, we come down from the letter G. We're gonna make like a oval shape. So we're gonna come down, and we're gonna come down on this side as well. So once we have our gecko head, now we're going to come down from the bottom of the right side of the oval we just did, make a little line go down, make another little line go up, because this is going to be our gecko's hand. up, and then we're gonna go up and then do little fingers and come back down and just follow the lines back down. So this gecko is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm pretty sure we can all do it. So once we have our little hand, the next thing we're going to do is go to the letter K and draw a circle on the letter K. Circle to the letter O. So I'm going to do that a little bit slow so we don't get lost. So here we go. From the top of the letter K on the right side, we're going to do one circle and come under the letter O. So for the top of the letter K, we're going to make a circle and come under the letter O, because that is going to be our gecko's tail. So the next thing we're going to do is we're gonna make the lower leg, right leg of our gecko. And to do that, we're gonna have to pay pretty close attention, because here's where we need to use our imagination, and we have to like picture our gecko's leg coming down. So we're just going to make a line going down straight or sideways, then go up to the right a little bit, and then we're going to draw fingers again. So come down and down again to make our gecko's leg. After we do that, the next thing we're going to do is go back up to the letter K, because we were working on the tail, and we're going to connect it to the bottom of our gecko. Good morning, Matthew. Okay, so from the right side of the letter K, we're just going to come down and connect it to our leg we just created. So I might be going a little too fast, but we can always retry. For those who want to try this again, we can retry it over at Google Meet at 11 with Hugo. So the next thing we have to do after making the tail connect to the bottom of the body is the left side of our gecko. And for this one, it's not that hard. So, but we're still gonna have to follow directions closely. So we're gonna come to the left side of our gecko. We're going to go up a little bit, and then it's gonna seem like the gecko's hand is behind his head. So then we're gonna come back down. So we're not gonna draw a hand there. And then we're gonna do a little arch to create the body. So we're gonna just do that to create the body. And now we're going to work on the left side of the gecko's leg. Okay, so once we have this, we're gonna go down a little bit, down one little line, then down another little line, and we're gonna do the same on the other side. Down and down. After this, we're going to add the gecko's toes. So there's 4 toes, I believe, on the gecko. There we go. So that's what we have so far. So the last thing to do is to connect the tail that we worked on already to our gecko. And to do that, we're going to come from up on the letter O on the right side, and we're going to bring it all the way down to this end right here. So from up here, we're going to make one big line going down there. Yep, we will do this again, Haiti, because this one is really hard. The gecko is really hard, and we're using our imagination to draw it. So, and we had to follow direction very closely. So to make the tail, we're just going to come all the way down. And geckos have spots on them, so one thing we can do is just do little spots or little dots on our gecko's body. Okay, so I'm gonna add some spots on my gecko. But yes, Haiti, we will help you. We will do it again if you're having a little trouble. And if we're having trouble, that's all right. That just means that we're trying, and we're all learning. So I am just going to add circles to my gecko. Because gecko has spots on them. But yeah, let me just go ahead and type in the chat. That's okay, Haiti. We will try again on Google Meet. There we go. So the next thing we have to do is geckos have pretty long tongues, so we're gonna work on our gecko's tongue. And to do that, we're going to come from the top of the gecko, and we're gonna draw like almost a circle, but not a full circle. So we're just going to go from the top of the gecko, and we're going to connect it into the letter C. And then we're going to do it one more time to connect it to the other side of the letter C. And that would be our gecko's tongue. Good morning, Timothy. Okay, so geckos are really good at climbing trees and climbing everything. So it already seems like our gecko is attached to something. So let's go ahead and make a tree connected to our gecko. And to do that, all we have to do is add some lines. So I think this is the easiest part of our gecko. So remember the letter K, that there's still one line sticking out. So all we have to do is make this line go all the way up, and then from the bottom go down. Don't go over our gecko, just skip it and continue the line going down, and continue the line going down all the way to the bottom of your paper. And we're going to do the same for the other side. So we're going you can choose how thick your tree is going to be. So I'm going to make mine about here and just go all the way up, and skip the top of the gecko and continue going down, and just imagine the line still going down, and continue. I'm going to add a line there and like a line up here, because trees have lines on them. And maybe I even add a little branch down here. So to add a little branch, all I'm going to do is make an extension, like a little triangle, and then add leaves to it. So to add a leaf, it's just like almost like rose petals, and then make a little line in the middle. So that's our gecko, and it's climbing a tree. But yeah, I think this one was one of the hardest ones we've ever tried to draw. Um, if some of you weren't able to do it, we can go ahead and retry it over at Google Meet. But geckos come in different colors. They come in lots of colors actually. So maybe we can go ahead and color it. So I'm gonna give mine's yellow dots. So I'm gonna use yellow for the dots. I'm gonna make my gecko green. But you can make it blue. You can make them with different colors. And the tree is brown. So I don't want to take up all the time doing this. And I think, oh, and Kayla always reminds me that we have to color their like tongues or their ears, and they're mostly pinkish. So I'm gonna go ahead and do pink. So these are the colors I'm going to use right now. The first thing I'm gonna do is color the tongue. I think gecko's tongues are red, but I'm gonna color mine pink. No, you know what? I'm gonna make my dots pink. My gecko's dots are gonna be pink. So I would really love to see everyone's gecko over at Google Meet, 10:30 or at 11 with Hugo, whichever you're able to join. So this is a dot. This is a one big dot for my gecko. Good morning, Dion. We're drawing a gecko today, Dion. So my dots are pink. My gecko's tongue is red. So maybe today we're gonna probably take the whole 30 minutes drawing our gecko, because this was one of the hardest ones. And then over on Google Meet we will learn about geckos. You can keep them as pets. They're in the wild. They have really long tongues, and my gecko's body is going to be green. Also, over on Google Meet, I would like to try to do some more construction paperwork, since we now have construction paper with us, so we can practice that. And I would like for us to try to try to do some glasses using construction paper, and they're mostly just to look at. I don't think we can wear them, but I still want to try making them with you guys. That would be awesome. So Kayla, I know you're really good at art. I would love to see your gecko. You too, Haiti, you're really good at it. So I didn't think this was going to take me a long time, but it looks like I'm already 20 minutes in. So let's just take our time now to color in our gecko. So tomorrow's Friday. Don't forget to type in your name in the chat, because we're still having the raffle. Our winner for last week's raffle was Dion. But keep in mind that we send the gift cards through mail, and a lot of the times the mailman they're taking a while. So if you don't get yours by the end of the week, just give us a call and we can probably arrange something else. And I'm going to color in my gecko's eyelids as well. And the trees is green leaves. Green leaves. And the last thing I'm going to color in is the tree. So I'm just going to quickly or kind of shade in this a little bit. So it's not going to come out perfect, but maybe you can do it a little bit better than I can. Thank you for typing your name in, everybody. Geckos eat bugs, and they use their really long tongue to trap bugs or insects or small. I don't think they eat animals. They eat mostly bugs, like flies and stuff. There we have it. Our gecko that was really hard to draw. And if anyone had any trouble drawing it, we will go ahead and do it over on Google Meet. Thank you, Adrian, Damien, Timothy, for sticking around and watching me draw the gecko. So I have about 5 minutes, and one thing I wanted to do again was try to do something again with our construction paper. I don't think we have enough time to do it right now, but I might just go ahead and do it a little quickly just to show you what you guys I was gonna do. And it was going to be a glasses. I wanted to be able to make glasses out of construction paper. So maybe we can go ahead and do that over at Google Meet. We did our gecko. It took a long time because this was one of the hardest drawings we had to do. And I'm just going to quickly try to do the glasses right now. So maybe if you want to go ahead and help do it with me, that'd be awesome. But if you can't, that's fine too. I am going to do it a little bit quick. So the first thing that we need to do is from the right corner, left corner is connect them from the top left corner to the right left corner. So it might be going a little bit quick, but maybe I'm going to just get rid of my little gecko right here so we can have a little bit more room. And the next thing we're going to do is, alright, so we opened it back up. And now we're going to do the same thing we're going to connect the left side to the right side. And we're going to open it back up. So just to do it one more time with you guys, we're going to connect the bottom and the right. That's what this is what we did first, and then we folded it once. So when we folded once, we had opened it back up, but this is what we have so far. Then we opened it back up. And went through. So after we have this shape, we're just going to quickly, or not quickly, we're going to go all the way up, fold it from the bottom all the way up, and then we're going to fold it one more time. So this was just a sample. We don't have to follow along. We're going to do it again over on Google Meet so we can have way more time. And then just fold it one more time. So now that we have this shape, we're going to fold this part inward where the little triangle meets. But once again, this is just a sample. We're going to redo this again over at Google Meet, and then we're going to do the left side the same way as we did the right side. We're going to do this over on Google Meet where we have a lot more time and we can actually see each other and practice. So once we have that, we're going to take the little triangles and just fold the little tip up inward. And there we have it, guys. It may not seem like it right now, but let me go ahead and open it a little bit back up. Look, we have our glasses, and this is just a little example of what we can do with construction paper. So right now we made a pair of glasses. We made a pair of glasses, and it's not to wear. These are just so we can practice our motor skills, so we can practice with our hands and following directions. But thank you guys for being here today. We did an awesome gecko and we made some glasses, and we're gonna try to do the glasses over at Google Meet if we have time, or whoever would like to do it with Hugo, that'd be awesome. And yeah, it was nice seeing you guys today. I'm gonna jump over at Google Meet so we can see everyone there. Thank you everyone for being here. It was awesome drawing a gecko with you guys and making glasses. So I'm gonna jump over to Google Meet. If you can go there, that'd be wonderful. But see you guys in a little bit, and if not, enjoy the rest of your day.